closer.
Welcome to the Wicked Radio Network.
Hi, this is Mark. Congratulations. You have found this amazingly awesome show. Chances are you're listening to it right now on whether it's iTunes or Stitcher Radio or some other mobile app that allows you to stream this amazingly awesome show to your ear holes. And I can't stress how awesomely amazing this show really is. But did you know that you can also catch the latest episode of this show on the Tangibound Network? That's right. Go check out tangiboundnetwork.com. You can look them up and you can listen to it right there. It's even mobile friendly. What more could you ask for? Which means you can pull it up on your iPhone or your Android, even your Windows phone. Yeah, who has one of those? But still, point remains, you can do it. You can do it. Check it out, tangiboundnetwork.com. Listen to this show, the latest episode, every time. Check it out.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swaps it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a Spurner. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty
Hey enthusiasts, what's going on? This is Salty Language, episode 262.
The false startiest podcast on a network.
It's true. It's true. We almost got disqualified.
Almost.
Luckily.
Probably a few times.
Yeah, we probably did.
If we get disqualified for false starting, the refs stink and have missed everything else we've done.
Yeah, I agree. Not to mention...
There's players in the game.
That's right. Yeah. They go to fire the pistol. We just thumb them in the eye.
Yeah, for sure.
Woo!
Do a little Krav Maga on them. Disarm the pistol.
Right. You do that. I'm just strutting around. Woo! Woo! Chopping my arms. And
Perfect.
Yeah. I'd throw my coat on the ground, start dropping elbows on it.
Now, this might make... I don't know how many consecutive shows that we've started with something and it turns into wrestling.
I know. I know. I can't help it. I just can't help myself. You know what it is? It's my secret desire to actually have a wrestling podcast is what it is.
Ah, you're just crying out.
It is. It's just like, it's just there and wanting to happen, but it's just, I just, bury it down because it just can't happen. I could do it at any time.
I can say anything's possible.
That's what I've heard. Heard. Yeah.
You gotta be like Fievel looking out the window.
Yeah.
Looking at the moon. And on the other end of the country is your wrestling podcast, looking at the same moon.
It's true. Hoping that there are no cats in America, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do kind of want to see you in a giant Fievel hat. Just saying.
It would be a giant one too.
I know, right?
This noggin, right? Because again, sight gags on the podcast,
I could make one for you. I'd have to chop a garbage can lid in half and then sew it to a beanbag chair.
And even then, maybe. I mean,
maybe might be a little small.
That's what I should do for Halloween this year. I should go as Fievel. I already got the ears for it. It'll just
that'd be so fucking funny. Fievel cosplay,
right? Like, what the hell? Why are you Fievel? Because somewhere out there, I just like on the IT crowd. I can't think of his name now. Shoot, the goth character that always looks off at the camera when he goes to talk. Oh man, I can't think of his name, and I feel
the British guy.
Yeah, nice. That narrows it down a tad,
right?
Well, we know it's not. I can't think of anyone but Moss right now, so forget it. Wow, I can't think of.
Well, I know what you're talking about. That's all that counts.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I could just pull it up on IMDb.
Nah.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. Anywho, but whatever. It's not like I just watched the show or anything a week ago.
American Tail?
Yes, of course.
Sweet.
It's on repeat.
Duh. You watch it so many times, it is episodic.
It is, yeah. It's like, maybe this time. Oh, man.
We need to make American Tail Redux. Just have something just awful happen during it.
I want Zack Snyder to direct it so it's nice and gritty.
Nice. Now we're talking.
Obviously. Jason Statham is Fievel Mouskowitz. John Goodman.
Please.
John Goodman.
Hollywood, please do this.
Yes, John Goodman plays his father. Oh, man. All right, let's not do this.
I kind of want to do it, but all right, fine.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, I really need to see this.
Of course you do.
Indeed.
Right. Well,
it's too bad I don't remember anything about American Tail.
That's what, I'm struggling now. I'm flailing.
Fievel's I forgot he's a Russian mouse.
Yeah.
So it could be like a Russian mob thing.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. He witnesses a murder. He gets sent to America.
No. He commits a murder.
Commits? He's supposed to be,
yes.
He's the good guy, though.
Good guy for heart of gold, or bad guy for heart of gold.
Well, if there's going to be a blank with a heart of gold, it always has to be stripper. That's the only way I know to write, Tony.
Well, there'll definitely be strippers in this movie.
Okay. All right. I'm back
for
in.
sure.
Okay. I'm back in.
All right. Sexy cat ladies. I mean, come on.
There's no cats in America. His dad tells him there are no cats in America. Till he gets over here and it's just all the cats and he's like, yeah, or da.
Wait, hold on. Let's back this up. How about his parents move to America and they leave him in Russia, right?
Mm-hmm.
His parents are going to America because there's no cats in America.
Okay.
And then he gets the letter from his mom that his dad was killed by a cat.
Nice. Now it's a revenge movie.
movie.
All right. I'm in. This time it's personal.
For sure.
And he's looking off at the moon and, one of these days, cat. Oh, yeah. And then there can be a montage of him training. Oh,
right?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be a montage of him training because he could just be a KGB agent.
Well, he's just Russian. I mean,
that's
insanely...
that's what I'm saying. Like, he can then take his training and go hunt down, his special set of skills, if you will.
Right.
And then, go hunt down his dad's killers.
Like he was, fighting ISIS in Afghanistan before it was cool.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
And then he's got all his soldier skills.
Yeah, exactly. He's basically the Winter Soldier, is what we're saying.
Yeah. He's coming to America to kick some pussy.
Now, does he have the cybernetic arm?
Tail.
No.
Cybernetic tail.
Of course.
Because it's a, well, I don't know about American tail. I don't like the name, but you have to go American tail.
Yeah, we can work around it. We'll get our marketing department on that.
Indeed. I would love to see a photoshopped 5-0 looking all badass, like scar down his face.
Right.
Instead of that like shitty backpack, it's just like a satchel of cat ears or something.
Wow, that's
just fucking shit up.
Man, you took that dark.
His sole possessions is the letter from his mom.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Because he shows up and then she's been murdered by cats too.
Well, obviously, yeah. That's what, either that or she's captured by cats.
Cats don't capture.
It's true. Well, maybe they capture her. They're still toying with her.
Oh, okay. That I torture.
Right.
Perfect.
They're still playing with her, and he's got to get to her before they kill her. Yeah.
Yeah. He befriends the one cat that's got a serious catnip problem.
I was just gonna say they're running like the catnip market. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, this is awful.
It's all coming together.
This is so bad. All right, I'm back in. Okay. So who plays the cat? The big bad, the boss cat.
Well, we already decided Jason Statham's the
obviously,
right? So is this going to be live action or
obviously
animated?
No, forget animated. I want live action.
All right, fair enough.
In full regalia, like he's a mouse and everything.
Full regalia. All right, so you need a badass American cat, right?
Now, I will say this: I'm willing to waver on the it could be animated or. You could just go with humans and we could just,
No, you said live action. I immediately pictured Jason Statham in a mouse-like nose and ears, and I really enjoyed it.
Right. It's basically picture Cats the musical, except good and, with killing and such.
Exactly.
Yeah.
God, who plays the boss cat?
Right. Because, I'm not worried about the underlings, except for maybe one, because there's got to be that weird henchman that's the, like, Zaz character. The one that's a little twisted and whatever, that he has to basically overcome before he can get to the big boss, basically.
The Gary Busey in Lethal Weapon.
If you will, yes.
Yeah, okay. The Busey effect is how it's called.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, naturally. Oh, I would think the boss, you need someone old and grizzled who's still kind of a badass, right?
Right. So Mickey Rooney? No.
No. I'm thinking Clint Eastwood in full cat regalia.
Well, he's certainly crazy.
Yeah. He's got that voice. He's got them eyes, that look. Give him some kitty cat eyeball contacts with that, like, stare.
That's true. Yeah. He does kind of have a look like he might. And we'll make it like, what do you think, eye patch? Or just look like he had an eye clawed out maybe at some point?
Eye clawed out. No patch.
No
patch.
Badass That's right. Patch. Okay, cool.
He likes people to stare into that socket.
Nice. Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
Look me in the eye when I'm talking to you.
Exactly. If they look at the socket, he kills them.
And he knows they're always going to look at the socket.
He does. Yeah, he's a sociopath.
Oh, he's such an asshole. He knows it too. Yeah. Because they're trying not to. And
like there's one scene where, someone cheats him out a bunch of catnip money.
Right.
And they come in. And he's like, look me in the eye when I'm talking to you. And then they like pan out and he's in a litter box. So it's really confusing.
Right.
And then they cut away. The guy looks at the socket and then they're burying the body in the litter box.
Right. I have one request from all the cat strippers that are in this movie is they always have to show their butthole.
Well, obviously.
Right.
Of course.
Okay. So who plays his crazy sidekick then?
The cat of the catnip problem?
Sure.
Or does he have a mouse sidekick? Because I don't remember the movie at all.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that.
Our own shit now.
Yeah, we're just kind of doing our own shit now. His Gary Busey, if you will. I mean, Gary Busey's still out there.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking I'm thinking you want Fievel to have a sidekick.
Oh, no.
I mean, mistake.
We can get back to that. I'm casting the bad guys right now. Cause also I've cast his dad as John Goodman, so we have to cast his mom also, and then I think we should stop, but.
It's probably a great idea.
Yeah. So first of all, Gary Busey would have been a great pick to just be the bad guy, but.
He's too old and crazy now.
I don't know.
He won't even be cast. He'll be in the background dressed as a cat for no reason. Just because that's what he decided to put on his cat suit that day.
But giving the performance of his life.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so who's the Zaz type?
Well, you need someone who's a creep, but like in shape, because he's got to put up a good fight. You know, he's got to look good in his cat suit.
Yeah,
clearly,
right. Got to look good in his cat suit. That's right there on the requirement list.
Well, yeah,
must look good in a cat suit. Like, oh well.
Yeah, if you don't have obliques, you're out.
Yeah,
sorry.
You're right. So,
so
we're basically just casting the Expendables and putting cat costumes.
Basically. So there you go, Terry Crews. That dude's shredded.
Oh yeah, I like Terry Crews because
he could definitely play crazy.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm in on Terry Crews. You're right. Good call.
Perfect. Okay,
so Fievel's mom. Who's Fievel's mom? Because I feel like it's got to be a seasoned veteran, like Sally Field or something like that.
Sally Field. Who's that British actress?
Helen Mirren.
Yes.
Yes.
I was like, she's got giant tits. Who is she?
In the role of her life.
Because she's got to have those giant Russian babushkas, you know?
Oh, man.
Although I think that's a Polish word. I really don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. We should not go down that road.
No, probably not.
That's just going to get us in trouble, probably.
Exactly. I mean, this is clearly
a great movie. You're right.
An Oscar winner.
All right. So last role then is best friend / sidekick, whatever. Now, first of all, are they a comedic sidekick or are they just you know, like
are you talking about for Fievel?
Yeah, or are they like his sidekick as in like a fighter that fights at his side?
I think you got to have something comedic. I mean,
okay,
because movie's gonna be so full of action already,
right? Sure.
That you need a little comic relief, like, you know, for instance, you got, you know, whatever that Rock movie was with the dude from American Pie. You got the guy from Jackass with The Rock. I'm just gonna cite The Rock over again.
Anything The Rock stars in, and
a guy,
the movie with him and Kevin Hart, right?
Yeah. You got the little thief guy in Conan with Arnold, right? I mean,
true.
Always got some comic relief,
right?
So I'm thinking, what's the dude for? I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a complete blank on his name. Wilfred, Lord of the Rings. Why can't I remember his name?
Elijah Wood?
Yes.
You want Elijah Wood as a sidekick?
Dude, he's itty bitty compared to Jason Statham.
Oh, okay, I see. So you're going for someone small. Okay.
Yeah, and have you seen his eyeballs?
Yeah, he can
pull off the big, like, don't kill me eyes that like animals have in movies like that. Like, he was somehow born with anime eyes. I don't know how that happened.
Well, actually, he wasn't born with them. They, you know,
maybe it's Maybelline.
He had a transplant.
Oh,
yeah, those aren't real at all. He's actually blind.
Oh,
yeah, can't see anything.
Shocking.
Yeah, they actually also will protrude out of his face like hearts. It's pretty amazing.
Or maybe we make a Wilfred spin on this, and he's a human surrounded by animals.
So it's kind of like Bob Hoskins in Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, maybe. That's just a maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, like I put that index card on the thumbnail wall. Like, guys.
Okay, I'm with you. That's the one. Like, if we were going to put this to a vote for the listeners, that's the one that I would put out there for everybody. Like, who would you want to see as Jason Statham's sidekick?
Right.
Because it's a tough one. Because you're right. You're right, though. It does need to be somebody who's a little over the top and.
Or
smaller.
wait, if we're going itty bitty too, but you want comic relief, there's Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but I feel like you've already done that with, you know, he's already done this with The Rock, though. So
yeah, but I'm trying to bring in a whole nother demographic to this movie.
Short people?
Yes.
Nice. We could, and he'll sell tickets because people do enjoy Kevin Hart.
It's true.
He's selling out everything. So,
boy, is he. So there you go.
All right.
We once again just randomly fell into casting a movie.
Terrible, terrible movie.
By terrible, you mean amazing.
Yes, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Look out, Disney. See, again, Disney should just turn over the ropes to us.
Right?
Just give us access to anything in their vault that we want.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what it is. We're taking this place over.
We will make it better for adults everywhere.
Yeah, we will prove just how little money Disney can make. With the right writing.
I don't know, Brian. People will see anything.
That's true. New from Disney's straight-to-video line.
Exactly.
American Tail by these two assholes.
The Disney SLP division.
Right. It's you and I standing back to back, of course, you know, or doing the old, like, as they did on Family Guy, where they had the thing down in the corner where it's like the shoving buddies, where it's the two guys, or this guy. No, this guy.
I can only assume Tinkerbell's involved somehow, though, because every Disney thing's got every logo's got Tinkerbell involved. You know?
Right.
Maybe, Brian, we Eiffel Tower over Tinkerbell.
Oh, that's our logo.
When we high five, it's like the ding ding.
Yeah.
All the glitter
And then you and I
flies.
walk in and just high five over the top.
That's horrifying.
Oh, poor Tinkerbell. Oh,
And if
man.
you look closely at the logo, we're not making eye contact.
No, of course not. There's rules. Oh my. I'm sure we'll be hearing from attorneys on this one.
I hope so.
Oh, man. Actually, we won't hear from attorneys. All we're going to hear is that sound that's from a silencer on a gun.
Yeah.
Right before two to the back of the head.
Oh, if the guy's good enough, we won't hear anything.
You're right.
Shit.
You're right. And I'm sure he will be.
Because Disney.
They make a lot of money. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. How was your week?
It was good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I successfully did the old 3-day fast with really no hang-ups at all, which was, like I said, very weird.
Yeah, I imagine. Because you would think you would have something from it, you know?
The only thing I noticed, and I just did some reading, afterwards, was it's not like I just sat around. I tore apart my lawnmower, mowed my grass, weed whack, I did yard work.
Right.
And the only time in that was I got a little lightheaded in the middle and it was hot out, but I was drinking a ton of water, but I came in and took a nap and I was fine.
Yeah.
But then upon reading, it recommends, if you're doing stuff, you should do salt water because you're just dropping sodium.
Right. You need the electrolytes.
I didn't think of that.
It makes perfect sense though.
Yeah. Like a little sprinkle of salt in your water, not enough to, make it taste like the sea or anything, but.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it was very strange. I mean, the only time I got hungry was when we were talking about food at the house when we went grocery shopping. I was like, this sucks.
Well, that makes sense though,
Yeah.
because you're constantly being, your senses were being assaulted,
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I mean, right before I ate dinner for the first time on Sunday, I hopped on a scale, dropped 5.5 pounds, which doesn't surprise me.
Sure. Big shit. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I knew it wasn't water weight. 'Cause
Right.
drinking so much.
Yeah.
But then the next morning, because I'm like, I ate. Let's see, I lost another 1.5 pounds overnight, which I don't understand.
Well,
after eating,
I just explained it, Tony.
Oh, big shit.
And boy, were those sheets messy. Oh, wait a minute.
But I mean, even transitioning back into eating was fine too.
Yeah.
It's just
I saw the picture of your first meal back. That looked pretty tasty, sir.
Dude, it was delicious.
Because you did what, beer can chicken and veg with that? That was
beer can chicken.
Salad?
I don't remember anymore. Beer can chicken, and I roasted potatoes with the chicken.
Yeah, and then I think you had a giant salad or something like that with it.
Yeah.
That looked pretty strong return.
I mean, I thought I was going to be eat a little bit and be done, but I plowed into it.
Yeah. And then you ate it.
Yeah. Basically, Eiffel Towered it.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you high-fived yourself over the top of it.
Yeah.
Just straddled it and high-fived.
And I've gained some of the weight now. I expected to.
Sure, yeah.
But I mean, overall, I'm still down from what I was before.
But you didn't really do it for weight loss, though.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because one of the things I read was like when you fast, it drops your body's like insulin baseline, which kind of affects your weight. So I was kind of curious to see how that would work.
Yeah.
But I did it just to see how it
Yeah,
felt.
right.
See if I could do it, and it was weird. That's all I keep saying is it was just weird.
Yeah.
Because until we talked about food or like went shopping, it was weird. It's something I'll do again though. Because when I like at work the next day, I ate food ate my lunch, and I just got so exhausted.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I'm just ready for a nap. But when I was doing the fasting thing, I had energy the whole time.
Well, it kind of makes sense though, because I know like Tim Ferriss has talked about, and I know you'd mentioned it before about how you like the skipping of breakfast sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of part of it, isn't it? Is that you kind of can get some fatigue from that. Like not skipping it, but from the eating part of it.
Yeah,
can lead to
it
some
takes so much
fatigue.
energy to digest food.
Right. That it can lead to that's what leads to kind of that early part of the morning fatigue is that your body is like, hey, I need to take
care of this down here.
Right.
That was the weirdest thing on Monday is, I eat my food and about an hour later I was like, oh, I couldn't believe how drained I felt. And it just went back to, I'm like, I bet you it's because I'm digesting.
Yeah.
That's
really interesting though, because you don't think about it generally because we creatures of habit. We eat and we don't think about it. We just move on. I mean, unless you eat like a big meal, then maybe you feel it because you're like, oh geez, and you just want to lay around because same reason,
right.
You're just exhausted or bloated from it. So, interesting.
Yeah, it was weird. I mean, I keep going back to that stupid word, but I can't. Oh, very bizarre little experiment.
Yeah.
And I know Neil said on Twitter that he used to, I don't know if he still does. He said he would like one week, God, I can't even talk. One day of the week, he would fast, just kind of like a cleanse kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I need to get back into doing that, but I don't know. I'd do it again. He just
can't quit trying to be like you, can he?
I know.
He just cannot resist himself.
They don't call me Tony Trendsetter for nothing.
No, Tony the Trendsetter.
The Trendsetter. The minister of trends.
Yeah.
Nah, I like the minister's face violence.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, I'm telling you, man, you're gonna have to watch your 6 when you're in Jamaica. I'm telling you. Actually,
especially apparently with hedonism, a walk away or whatever Henna was saying.
I know, right?
Trying to get me to go do research.
I don't think it's research. I think he's just trying to play wingman.
Right.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to help you. I'm like, slow down.
Easy.
Pump the brakes, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. No. We kid.
But I mean, besides that, I've just got, nothing stands out for my week. I've obviously got a few things to rattle on about that annoyed me or I witnessed that I must share with my listening, the old listeners here.
I cannot imagine you're going to be able to top last week, though.
I had a ton of shit last week.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that you had a ton. It's just the level of stuff you had.
Yeah, there was a lot
the car just falling apart like Legos that you've kicked was, pretty strong last week. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I got nothing like that level.
Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. So I guess
do
we
have
should
one
just
thing that if you don't get the douche chills from, I'll be disappointed.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's all right. I guess that's fair then. I really haven't done a whole lot this week. Big surprise. But yeah, I recorded the Crazy Life Wednesday, and it's been that's right. I did I've been hearing various people that have been all about the show on Netflix, that Stranger Things.
Oh yeah. Is it good?
So last night I was like, finally, all right, I'll start this up. So I started it and finished it last night.
Damn, how many episodes is
8.
it? Is already half hour or hour? Holy shit, Brian.
Yeah.
That
Well, first of all, it's no secret. I don't, I started them at like 1 a.m. So it was, and I'm awake. So I'm just sitting there and there's nothing going on basically. So, and the thing is, the reason that I finished it is because, it's one of those shows that you kind of, the first few episodes, I think I could have quit. Not totally quit the show, but like I could have, if it, I could see where a lot of people will quit halfway through and then go, okay, well, I'll pick it up tomorrow. But once you kind of get past the midpoint, it gets to that point where you're like, damn it, I gotta watch the next one. Damn it, I want to watch the next, and it really makes you want to keep going. So, and then finally I was like, I've watched 6. I might as well finish it,
Finish 'em.
So I just went ahead and just powered through it.
Obviously, if you plowed through it in one evening / morning,
yeah,
it's completely worth watching.
Yeah, I really dug it. It's tough because like the comments I want to make on it are kind of tough because I really don't want to give anything away for anybody. And like I was telling Fluffy Bunny Ash last night, I was like, it's tough to, how on a lot of shows you can be like, oh well, I'll talk about something, I just won't give away any big plot points or whatever.
Right.
But when shows are like, a little bit mystery or horror or whatever, you have to be really careful because you don't know how someone else's brain works when they're watching something.
This is true.
So the littlest tidbit, if I say something, that little tidbit, it's kind of like, it's not full on like this, but the episode of the IT Crowd where, I really should have looked. Chris O'Dowd's character, when he wants to watch a Tarantino movie and his buddy is like, oh, what'd you think of that twist ending? And and the whole time he's like, oh, why'd you tell me that? Now I'm going to be looking for the twist ending. It's that kind of a concept.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not that I'm saying there's a twist ending here. It's just that you never know what you might say that somebody might, from the very beginning, might start looking for a thread that you wouldn't have noticed at all. And it's kind of a cool reveal or something, So, and it's fun as, like, for me, part of the fun of watching those movies is trying to find those threads yourself, Right. Or I say movie because that's what it feels like. It feels like one long movie. It doesn't really feel like a show.
So I loved how they just dropped all the episodes at once on Netflix.
And
love that.
The best thing I can say about this show, and Fluffy Bunny Ash said this, and I totally agree with her in ways. This movie felt like has a real kind of E.T. vibe to me, and other people I've heard them say that it feels like the Goonies, and it has elements of that to it too. And that's kind of why I dug it so much. I heard a lot of people that were like, "Oh, there's so much '80s reference in it," and there's some '80s reference in it. It feels like something from the '80s, though. It feels like a movie or whatever. Again, Goonies, E.T. Even though I'm admittedly not a huge E.T. fan, but this was cool. So I definitely.
I've been meaning to watch it because on the internet it's been exploding everywhere. I've been doing my best to dodge spoilers just because I'm like, well, clearly I need to watch this, but I don't want to know how it ends or whatever happens in it.
Yeah, definitely give it a watch. It's good.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
It's a little slow at points, but it kind of anything like this is gonna be there's not much you can do. But yeah, it was really good. The sad part is, like anything you binge watch, now I'm like, well, there's no more of it to watch.
Yeah. Is that the end?
Yep. Nice. So what,
have you caught up on Preacher yet?
Nope.
God damn it, Brian.
Sorry. You know what? The reason I haven't is because for me to do that, I have to stream it on my computer or something of that like. Whereas this other stuff, in my bedroom, I don't usually have my laptop in there. So and that's where I watch TV most.
Right.
So I just need to take it in there with me so I can watch it. Cause like I said, I've only watched like the first 2 episodes. So I'm eight behind. Cause I think there was 10 in the season or something.
I think so.
Yeah. So.
Well, let me know when you're caught up.
Yeah.
And we can do a post, have a beer, you'll be fine, Preacher cast.
I will do my best to be caught up on it by next week.
Fair enough. I'll try to do, Stranger Things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do a small bonus thing where we talk about both or something like that.
Oh, ooh, a rock block even.
Ooh, wow. That's a callback, sir.
Right?
And not to our show, just
into life in
just
general.
into life. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Whew. Let's step out of that time machine.
Right.
So yeah, that's, the other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about, and this is kind of just moving forward. I'm kind of done with my week here, but
Sure.
I don't know if you had this in your stuff or not, but this week, Instagram introduced, what is it called? IG stories or whatever the hell they call it. It's Snapchat for Instagram.
Yes.
And I saw, and I mean, it is not even like their version of Snapchat. It is Snapchat for Instagram. It's not as good as Snapchat because it doesn't have all the bells and whistles yet.
I hear the drawing portion is a little better.
Okay.
Like you could select brush size and stuff like that.
Sure. That I could see that because, that makes sense because Instagram's more of a Photoshop app.
Yeah.
Snapchat is less of one.
That's what's kind of bugging me about Instagram lately. It's because when it first started, it was like, you use your phone to take pictures and you share them with people. Cool.
Yeah.
And it's become its own thing now.
Yeah.
It's, it's its own little social world.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's owned by
yeah.
Facebook, so
then
it's going to just get more of that stuff packed into it, you know?
Yeah. But hey, okay, but yeah, keep going. Keep
Okay,
going.
so, and when I first saw this, I was like, Jesus, because, like, at first I was like, well, we'll see how this goes. And the first time I loaded up Instagram, and again, I know at first it's going to be worse, and it'll level out over time.
Yeah.
But holy Jeebus, can I just make a plea to anybody listening? Don't upload like 1 million of these things. Holy Christ, there are so many of these. There are people in my timeline, and I know you can ignore them.
Right.
But I don't mind watching them, but I'm not kidding you. There was one person that as I was going through it today had probably 25 of them.
Holy shit.
And I looked at like 4:00 today.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, it'd be different if I looked at like midnight tonight and that was like the whole day. Even then, man, if I see a Snapchat that's like that, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably skipping their story, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot, and it's one thing if it's some big event or something. Like during Comic-Con, there were people that had stuff like that, and it makes sense. You're constantly,
somewhere.
yeah. But man, some of these, man, I'm having all sorts of trouble.
I know, jeez.
I need a lozenge. No,
I have slippery elm lozenges right here.
Those
Brian.
don't help.
Like some?
Those do not help me here, Tony.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like, man, just pump the brakes a bit. I really wish that both apps would put a limit in, like 10, 15,
like,
somewhere.
Bitch, you done reached your limit.
Yeah, like at least like, hey, it's been in 6 hours. You put up like 25. Calm the fuck down. Like maybe let people catch up and a little bit. But again, the coolest part of the thing, like I do appreciate the fact that they built in some privacy things to where you can, not let everybody see stuff if you don't want to. And,
right.
At least they did that because, God knows Facebook is not necessarily the most private thing. They don't necessarily
what
like
do
to.
You mean, Brian?
Yeah. And the stuff, but other than that, I mean, it is seriously, it's them just going, we're just going to build Snapchat right into Instagram. That's exactly what they're trying.
Pretty much what it is. I mean, their stickers aren't as good from what I understand.
Yeah.
If Snapchat, you can paste shits everywhere. And
yeah, I don't use those very often, but you're right. I've seen people use them a lot.
I don't know. I'm still trying to decide what to make of it, to be honest.
Yeah, here's the thing, is this, and Facebook reminds me of Microsoft.
Right.
In their worlds. Microsoft, when it comes to PCs and like Xbox, thinks that everybody wants everything in one place. And people don't. I don't want all of my stuff on my Xbox. I want my computer stuff on my computer. I want my games on my game system. And the reason is that my games take up a lot of space. I don't want that, clogging up my computer, right? Now, it kind of goes in, not memory-wise, but it's similar on social media. I use Facebook for a certain thing. I use Twitter for a certain thing. Each one people generally use them for different reasons. Or they picked that one for a certain reason. And again, you can ignore it. You can just not use it. Like me, I haven't posted one damn story, and there's a good chance I'm not going to. I'll probably just keep using Snapchat. I might use it, but Yeah,
I kind of feel the same way.
And I think a lot of people, I've seen a bunch of people posting on their Instagram stories thing, like, hey, follow me on Snapchat,
That's pretty funny,
which
actually.
I kind of find funny, but I think that in ways I understand what they're trying to do, because they only want you to use their app. It makes sense. They can sell more advertising that way, and blah, 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 but at the same time, it also shows you that they're kind of missing the point.
Yeah.
Right? It's like people use Snapchat because it's Snapchat. They use it because it's different from Instagram.
Well, I mean, you know what they are, is they see the Snapchat numbers, and they're just trying to get a piece of the action.
That's why I said I get it.
Yeah.
It's the same as Microsoft. I said, Microsoft sees this, and this doing this, and they go, well, let's build that in. And people go, we don't want that here.
Right.
And they don't get it. And Microsoft has been doing this for years and years and years, and people keep going, no, we don't want that. And on the other side, you see Mac not doing that, and you see people going, yes, and buying more and more Mac products. And Microsoft keeps ignoring that part of it, and it's like, if Macs and PCs were the same price, Microsoft would be in a lot of trouble financially.
Yes.
The only reason they're not is because Macs cost a whole bunch more. And because there are some people who hate Apple. Like, that's really it. If the pretentiousness level of Apple was the exact same thing as PCs, there'd be so many people who would just be like, I'm buying Macs because they don't have this other bullshit that Microsoft keeps trying to package in. And like at Xbox, every time you hear them market, or Microsoft, when they market the Xbox, they talk about it being an entertainment system. Sony is like, here's your video game system.
Right.
That's why I was like, I'm buying a PS4. I don't want an entertainment system. I want a game system, So, and like I said, I think with social media, sometimes these companies are they don't get it. And Facebook is that company that they're that big one, and they think they know what people want. And the numbers still show that they do, I guess. But at the same time, Snapchat is, Twitter took a huge cut out of Facebook. Snapchat took a huge cut out of Facebook. And then it took a big cut out of Instagram, So I'm not sure that they're really approaching it the right way. But I guess, you can't blame them for trying.
I mean, you almost have to.
Yeah. Sometimes it works,
Shit's cutthroat out there,
Yeah.
In the social media area.
It is. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like, it's weird because it doesn't seem like a lot of people are looking at it as anything more than them just blatantly ripping off Snapchat.
It's how I felt when I saw the update. Like, really?
Yep.
That's what you're doing?
As soon as I looked at, they even, have you noticed, their little stories icon thing, when it loads, it even spins like Snapchat.
Yes.
I almost think Snapchat might be able to take them to court and sue them for it being a similar gimmick.
Right.
You could almost confuse the two. Oh, did they make a partnership with Snapchat? No, they sure didn't.
No, they didn't. They just straight up ganked them.
They just straight up said, we're going to put...
I mean, and the only way I could see myself using them, possibly, is for the show. Because I haven't even played it yet, but I don't know if, say I use our Salty Language Instagram account and I post a story, if I could promote that story on Twitter and Facebook at the same time, that would give me a reason to use it for the show.
I will give you that, because Snapchat does not offer that for us.
No.
And there you go though. That's a reason that's a reason to use it. But aside from that, it's like, no, we've said before, it's like we generally use Snapchat as something just goofy, and it's kind of a throwaway thing.
Yeah. It's just fun.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Yeah. I mean, we can save stuff that we post on there because Snapchat gives you that option, but it's like, otherwise I just use it as a disposable, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, I've spent enough time on that. Unless you have more to add to it.
I want to talk about that too, because
Yeah.
I was fascinated by the whole thing.
I figured so. So, let's see.
Excellent. I can cross that off my list.
Oh, one more thing. This is actually kind of business, but not really.
Well, I like business.
Well,
What's
actually,
up?
you know what? Real quick, there is a bit of business I wanted to mention here, which is congratulations to Geek Dig for hitting episode 100,
Yep.
and also to Comics Roast for hitting episode 100.
Indeed.
Both pals of ours, and it's always cool to see friends of ours hit that plateau because
The old century mark. The old Ben Franklin.
Yep. Well, welcome to 100. Well, it's a long.
And speaking of the old, happy birthday, Annalise.
Oh, damn, son.
Oh,
why don't you just go ahead and call her ma'am while you're at it? Jeez. You do know you're going to see her in person in less than a month, right?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, she's
like 4'11" or something. I can take
she
her.
could cut you though.
I know. Hit me at the knees. It's over,
Dude,
Jen.
just a knife can be an equalizer, Tony.
That kind of cut.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a chop block kind of situation.
Well, whatever. She cuts. I was thinking with a knife, she just cuts you in the back of the knees. Either way, she brings you to her height.
That's true.
Yeah. And then it's ball game, man.
She's probably got one of those little canes that separates into two ninja swords.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then she just leaves you for Neil.
Yeah. Hamstrings me, and I'm just super horrible then.
Oh man, that'd be awful. she just hamstrings you, and she's like, "He's all yours," and you're like, "Oh no,
no!"
Straps a ball gag on you and just walks away.
Hopefully, this isn't too loud. I don't know, Brian. Is that too loud? Everyone knows what I'm doing.
A little late now.
Good old-fashioned rape music.
Yep. Oh, man. Yeah, happy birthday, Annalise, though.
Yeah, no, seriously, happy birthday.
Yeah. No, the other bit of business is that, cause I've been asked this question twice in the last week and I actually had completely not thought about it until I was asked, which is, the Dude Mountain League gonna be coming back?
You know what? It's probably something we should have started talking about like a month ago.
Well, on the upside, it's a pick'em league, so, we don't have to worry about running a draft. So,
I mean, I do believe we need to, once again, scale the cliffs of Dude Mountain.
Absolutely. So, yes, I will be running that again. For anyone who's interested, we last year ran an NFL pick'em league, and, we later on called it Dude Mountain. And, cause it was all guys, and, the whole point of it was to see who could ascend to Dude Mountain and, not be the sloppy bottom of our group. So if you are out there and listening and you're interested, it's totally free to play. It's just about the, trash talk and, bragging rights. If you would like to play, hit us up. I will send you an invite once I get it going, which should be whenever I, bother. But soon, cause the preseason starts in, as of this recording, like 4 days, I think. So
yeah, it's insane.
But yeah, it'll be before too long. I'll probably start sending invites out to those who were already in the league. But again, if you want to be part of it, hit us up through, our various social medias or email or whatever, and let us know you'd like to be part of the Dude Mountain thing. And it's not just for guys. Ladies, if you'd like to be part of it too, that's absolutely fine too.
Exactly.
So, the more the merrier. So there you go.
Yeah, please. By all means, anyone and everyone.
Yes.
Because, it's kind of like the Himalaya, climbing Mount Everest. There's just bodies along the way.
It was a mess last year. The middle was it was like the scene in, spoilers. It was like the scene in Game of Thrones, the bastard battle, basically.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
Just bodies strewn all over.
Strewn about. It was a good time though.
Yeah. So, So there you go. I believe that is all the business I have.
Fair enough.
That I can think of.
I don't have any, show-related business.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some business, though.
Yes.
And it just, once again, I know we don't technically live in Ohio anymore.
Yeah. But
we're damn close.
Yeah, very.
Have you seen in your travels through, well, this actually might be an old story because this is dated February, so maybe they're rolling it out. Doesn't matter. Chicken McGriddle. What is McDonald's doing?
Chicken and waffles, man.
You know what? I apologize.
You hadn't thought of that?
And that never, because I saw it, and I don't do the old fast food game that often, but I have a fondness for the McGriddle. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's made out of. I'm assuming it's some sort of like Satan sausage meshed between angel wings.
Satan sausage.
It's just delicious, and it's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Satan sausage mushed between angel wings just sounds like the most beautiful metaphor for like how Genesis was born I've ever heard, Tony. Well, it's not Genesis. Never mind. I'm not quite right.
I don't.
It,
yeah,
you know what I'm getting at here. Yeah.
But
and by Genesis, I mean the band with like Phil Collins, of course.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm done. You're right. Chicken and waffles. I'm an asshole.
All right. Wow. Just that simple, and you retracted. Damn. That is
because it's mind-boggling to you. Yeah.
I am boggled.
I mean, that has to be what they're going for, though, right?
It has to be.
It has to be, yeah.
All I know is, I always felt like Bubbles from The Wire after I got done eating a McGriddle.
Yeah.
I was just like, you got any more than McGriddles, you know?
I know, right? That's why for the longest time, like when they were like breakfast all day, and the first time I went there, and I was like, this doesn't say McGriddles on it, because I was seriously going to get McGriddles and fries in like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because like you said, I'll smash a McGriddles kind of any time. And I was like, why would you not? This should be on the menu anyway. They shouldn't have had to go to all day breakfast. They should have just put this on the menu. Yeah,
they should just shut down McDonald's and rebrand it as McGriddles.
Yes. And just offer different types of McGriddles.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I'd get a big McGriddle.
Yeah, this is like a double McGriddle.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah. Bring it on.
Man. Damn, man, a double McGriddle? Well, I mean, I guess I've kind of eaten a double McGriddle because I have smashed 2 together and just eaten them. Because I was in a hurry.
We all like, fuck you, keto food. I'm getting some McGriddle.
And just see you posting the video of that, like mad gains, and you're just crushing double McGriddle.
Just double McGriddle.
Yeah. And now you could get one with chicken and one with, Satan's, what do you call it? Satan's sausage.
Satan's sausage.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Registered trademark. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know what? You're 100% correct. And chicken and waffle never crossed, because my only thought was, why would you besmirch the McGriddle?
Yeah.
And you're right. Yeah. I just, wow. Well, fuck me then.
All right, next order of business.
Next order of business. Well, I guess along the same line. You ever heard of Hodge twins?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Wait, no, I don't think so.
All right. I was listening to a podcast and they were guests on it, right?
Okay.
And they're funny guys, and they're talking about how they have a YouTube channel. So I'm like, okay, I'll check out these YouTube channel. And it's two black guys. I'm assuming they must be mixed race because they have blue eyes and they're twins and they're shredded, right?
Okay.
So the videos are them. I watched 2. One was they went to Burger King and it's just a dash cam. And the video starts with them talking about we're going to get Burger King. They order the food, they get the food, and they eat it.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And it has like 340-some thousand views.
Sure, that makes sense. Who doesn't want to watch someone eat Burger King?
Right. And granted, I mean, because they're brothers, they have got good chemistry.
Stop being racist, Tony.
That's hilarious.
Although I do appreciate you recognizing that black men can be good at chemistry.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are. But yeah, but it's not as funny as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So then I watched another video where they went to Captain D's and it got steak tips.
Okay.
And it was funny at some points, but it wasn't as funny as 250,000 views would have said.
Wow.
Right?
Now, is it possible that they've ended up on a radio show or like not Stern or something of that quite level, but you know, like a big radio show and gotten to promote it on some hype engine basically?
I don't know. What I do know is the one video I watched, they were promoting a live tour that they were doing.
Okay.
So I'm not shitting on them because.
Oh, no. You know, get after it.
Sure. Get after it. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm looking at their website and they sell apparel and they got protein powder and I just don't really get it.
Yeah.
And it must be that like reality television voyeuristic thing. You know, and like I said, it is funny to watch, but I mean.
Well, it's time for us to start hitting up Captain D's eating some steak tips, I guess.
I guess. I'm still trying to I mean, this is a full, 15 hours later after I watch the videos.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to wrap my head around why they're so popular. I mean, unless it's ladies watching. Because, I mean, they're good-looking guys with blue eyes and they're shredded. Yeah. I get it.
Well, there's a reason you subscribe.
That Eiffel Tower X from Dodge Twins.
Sure.
Huh?
I was going to say, well, there's some reason you subscribe to their channel, so,
Whoa, slow down. No subscribing.
Don't lie.
But I just...
Dude, you use the Salty Language channel. I can see that you subscribed.
It did make me realize that we're not utilizing our YouTube enough. Because, I mean, if you could just put up guys eating food and talking about it, why the fuck aren't we doing that with, like, beer?
That's a good question.
You know?
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Because people will say mean things about us, and I'm delicate.
Delicate.
That'll be the follow-up video, me just sobbing.
Yeah,
and then you posting a "Leave Brian Alone" video.
Yeah. I'll get, like, that old... whatever 4chan. I'll get the internet police or whatever.
Yes.
That asshole. No,
the internet police.
I mean, if anyone can enlighten me, by all means, because maybe I'm just not part of this generation.
Yeah, so there's just the potential for that too, is that it could just fall into that whole new, like, YouTube group of people that get a lot of hits off of stuff that we just don't understand, And I don't mean like the video game stuff we've talked about a little bit before. I'm just meaning, you know how it is. Like, there's just that group of YouTubers that just have literally, and I don't mean these guys, but there's, the YouTubers that literally have no discernible talent, but they just make, like, quick cut videos and people are like, oh my god, and it's just like, it's the greatest thing ever. And it's like, that's not, there's no talent there. There's no comedy. It's not well written. It's not funny. It's just short attention span darting. And I don't understand why that's funny, but apparently it's funny,
I guess.
So, yeah. But I guess it's no different than our parents watch us watching, I don't know, Family Guy or something like that and going, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Apparently.
I don't. Maybe that's it. Maybe we're just old, Tony.
That was part of the thing that ran through my head. I'm like, maybe I'm just too old to understand why people are loving this.
Or like I said, or maybe they've been on,
I don't know.
Maybe they've been on or with, maybe they've toured with somebody who's bigger and that's helped them, or maybe they've been on podcasts that have helped them get.
Yeah.
Not even like a Rogan or something, but maybe they've been on Ari Shaffir's podcast or Jay Moore or something that's got, Moore's
because I listened, I watched the video.
Yeah.
And then when the video was over, I was like, that was okay. And then I was like, well, let me see how many views it got. And when it was like 340 some thousand, so like, what?
Yeah. I see videos like that all the time. The only thing
the video succeeded to do for me was I was getting my coffee and stuff together before I went to work. It made me starving because I'm like, I really want a Whopper Jr. and whatever these Mac Cheeto fucking things are.
Seriously, right? Now, I will,
Now I'm hungry for this stuff. And I just drank a couple glasses of water and drowned that little demon out of me.
That's the right idea. I mean, you would have been better to just, pour arsenic down your throat, probably.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I feel after I eat fast food.
I have been to Burger King since those things came out, and it took all I had to not order them just for the story, because I just, the curiosity part of me, just like, I just want to try them once.
Right.
I'll probably never order them again, but I just kind of want to try them one time, two
one time.
Yeah. Yeah. Killing me softly. Oh my God. My head, never mind. Cause instead of his song, put Cheetos and just keep, anyway. But so there's that, but it's just, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I resisted. I was very proud of myself that part of it was the price too. Like seriously, like an order was like $3.50.
Oh, fuck that.
Unless maybe they have a smaller order, maybe that was a large order or something. But it was like, I'm not paying $3.50.
Go big or go home, though, Brian.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I just want one. You know what I mean? Like I don't want a whole order. I just want to try one, and I'm sure they're not giving out free samples. So
probably not. Meanwhile, we'll go to a craft beer bar and you can get a $8 pint, but they'll still give you a sample of it.
Fuck yeah, they will. They'll give me a bunch of samples.
Yeah, they will.
At least 6, then upcharge. Call back.
So I got that. I also had, if you...
Now, I gotta say, it's kind of funny that two of your first stories have some element of fast food in them. I don't know who you are anymore, Tony.
I know, right? It's weird.
All right.
Now, I also have... Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, which is salty_language.
And a terrible idea.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
You will have seen today, the day we were recording, this Friday, me going off when I was at a Starbucks, not in the Starbucks, but at what age, Brian, do you stop pissing on seats? When is it acceptable to piss on a seat?
Now, can I ask you a quick question? Now, do you mean toilet seats or just seats in general?
Well, toilet seats, but I mean seats in general.
Okay. Well, I have 2 different answers. That's what I know.
I'd like to hear these answers.
Because toilet seats, it should be when you're a little kid. Seats in general, it just depends on who makes you mad. But
depends on the party.
Right. Yes. Depends on the party. You got my order wrong, Starbucks. Fuck you. Just piss on all the seats.
This'll learn you.
Yeah. Like, sir, what are you doing? Oh, come on, sir. Like, we'll make you another coffee. Now we won't. We're calling the police. Sir, we have your name. You paid with the app.
Fuck you.
Oh, man.
No, so I went into a Starbucks because I want to, it's hot today. I want a nice iced coffee, and I had to use the restroom. So I didn't pull my royalty card and pre-order. I walked in and ordered like a savage, right?
Jeez, yeah.
And then I went to go use the restroom, and every Starbucks is generally Stingle, a single room.
I don't know what a Stingle is, but it doesn't sound like something you want.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah, as a single person, I don't want a Stingle.
Yeah.
It sounds like something you get, like you have a Stingle, and then it's something like, it's like I'm single, she's Stingle, now I'm Stingle.
Yeah, now I have Stingle.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. Like now it burns to pee.
Yeah.
Again, yeah.
Well, an older gentleman leaves, and mind you, I did not hear the high airflow hand dryer go either.
See, that's one of the funniest things about those things is it's bad enough when people don't wash their hands and there's paper towels or there's, like the pull down ones or something where you maybe don't hear it and you're like, oh, I wonder if they wash their hands, but when they have like the jet engines and you don't hear it and you go, oh,
Well, that was my first thought was, you savage.
Yeah, because like then I walk out and I watch everything that they touch. Because I'm like, I don't want to touch anything this guy has touched now.
Like, that guy's clearly gross.
Yes.
But an older gentleman walks out.
Yeah.
And I, tag team in. And there was just piss all over the seat. And granted, I'm not there to take a seat. But it's like, really?
You squat like a proper gentleman.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just use my work boot and kick the seat up and do my thing.
Right.
Do my piss thing.
Sure, right.
But I don't I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the event that, you start to take a leak and shit goes sideways for some reason, which it happens with a dude.
Sure.
I'll clean it up.
I do too. Yeah. Yeah, I don't leave piss on the seat. I always
seat, floor, nothing. I mean, maybe if I'm drunk, because then I'm, drunk.
Well,
who knows?
Then you're an animal, and that's...
Yeah, things happen. I'm just marking.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. You're marking. It's fair.
But I yelled at Logan when he was 6. When he's, what are you doing?
Yeah, well,
Put the seat up.
Well, you remember the story of me at our shop? When somebody came up to the counter and was like, hey, somebody like peed all over the seat and the floor, and I walked into the bathroom, and it was during like a Friday Night Magic tournament. I walk in there and there was piss all over the seat and the floor, and I was livid,
Oh, yeah.
And I immediately walked out and I was like, hey, and I just yelled, and everybody, like, the room just goes quiet and everyone looks at me. And I'm like, I don't want to hear a damn thing about, any of you guys having a big dick when you can't even piss into the toilet or something like that, And everyone just was like looking at me, and then I just, turned and walked away, because it was like, seriously, like, and all it was with that was somebody didn't turn the damn light on. They just went in and peed.
Yeah.
And it was like, turn the damn light on,
What are you doing?
Yeah. Cause you could tell where the pee was, that it was somebody just, they weren't standing close enough. If it was this, somebody had not turned the light on. If they had turned the light on, they probably would be like, oh shit, I'm not over the toilet, basically.
Right.
So yeah, I even said, I was like, like you guys are, it's like, they're lucky I can't do any sort of a test to find out who it was. So I would, kill him.
Like, I'm checking the toilet cam. I'm finding you.
Well, I didn't want them to know there was a toilet cam at the time.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't want to give it away.
Right.
No, and all I could think is, because the guy was kind of dressed up.
Yeah.
Was this guy, asshole just must think he's better than everyone. Like, they can clean up my piss.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why. I just don't get it.
But you see it all the time, though. And it's from the point that, it's not just like at bars. It's anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like every place I've ever been in public bathrooms, and the ones that I've had to clean from working at places, it's just all the time. And I'm like, fucking savage. Like,
fucking animals.
Grab a little toilet paper and fucking wipe it up. I mean, come on. It's not that big a deal. It's like, Jesus.
Like you were saying, if you got a little tiny pud, take a seat.
Right? Or at least, march it up a couple of feet,
Something.
Something.
Do something.
Yeah, I mean.
Take some responsibility.
Seriously. Like, know your limitations.
Yeah. This is not the place to pray and spray.
No. And if you've got an issue with the, just like sprinkler dick, then, again, maybe sit down,
Maybe.
or, hover, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah.
Or use the sink at least. I mean, come on.
Unreal.
I know, it is. Savages.
I don't get it.
A bunch of savages in this town, Tony.
So at bars, I expect it because people are drinking and shit goes sideways. More ways than one.
I'll tell you this. It's one of the few reasons I can understand bars having troughs versus toilet, as far as for peeing sake, instead of urinals and shit, So
for sure.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, I got one more thing, and this is the thing that, like I said, if our entire listening audience doesn't get some form of douche chillery here,
yeah,
I'll be shocked.
Okay.
And I really, really try not to talk about my work much, just because eventually it's probably going to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
But at some point. But this won't.
Especially since I keep posting it on their Facebook.
How dare you? A guy I work with, you could tell he's been working out for the, past X amount of time. Cause he's getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But this week, he's been walking around with his sleeves rolled up over his biceps.
Nice.
He's always got his arms pumped.
Right.
Like, you never see him straight by his side, always up.
Oh, nice. Is he always
he's
giving
a sock'em robot?
Is he always giving directions to the beach?
Basically, exactly.
Right.
So it's been a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I noticed it Monday when I was just like, he's walking around, he's got his arm pumped. I'm like, wow, what a douche, right?
Right before he comes into the building, he probably drops down and gets a good pump on before he comes in, you know.
Hold on.
Oh, God.
Hold on. So this guy is also a guy that has 4 or 5 different pairs of sunglasses at his desk.
Nice.
And he wears them as he walks through the building.
Okay. No, wears them as in, like, actually has them on, not like on top of his head. Okay. Right.
No, on his face in the building.
Jesus.
Right? And I've seen him do this because he wears reading glasses.
Yeah.
But before he goes to walk in the building, he doesn't do much besides walk around and socialize.
Mm-hmm.
Before he goes out on his jaunt, he takes his reading glasses off, puts the sunglasses on because I've witnessed it.
Okay.
So Mike, my coworker, walked into the back where he works, and he was back there doing push-ups.
Nailed it.
You nailed it.
I was picturing him as like a WWE guy is why.
Yeah.
You know, before they go out on camera or whatever, they get their swole on, you know, in the back. Because that's what they do before they're, you know, those promos that they cut.
Gotta get that pump.
They do. They drop down and they hit a few push-ups or they'll do some crunches to really kind of, like you said, to get that pump, you know,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't fault him if he's doing some push-ups, you know, like as in, like, hey, you know, I got some downtime, might as well get some push-ups in. If he's doing it for that reason, it's like, well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
If he's doing it just so the guns look good for the girls, then
Dude, that's the only reason he's doing it. Because I, you know, well, plus it's me. I talk to a lot of ladies in the place.
Well, yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Right.
and he has hit on every single one. Every single one.
Now,
to the point that, like, one of them's like, she's like, it's creepy. Like, she doesn't like talking to him.
Fair enough. Yeah. Can I ask a quick question? Has he cut weight while he's doing this?
Yeah. I mean, he's a little slimmer.
So, well, I was just curious if, like, is he gaining, like, a new confidence? Like, is that why he's doing, not that I'm advocating.
Dude,
he's
always been overly confident. To the point that the point it's hateable.
So he hit on him before this then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Never mind then. Because I didn't know if it was like my situation to where it's like, if I got into good shape, I'd be just a monster. So
no, he's just that's just what he's always done. But
I stay fat for the ladies, you know,
for the safety of the women.
Safety of them. Yes.
So when Mike told me, because of course he's going to tell me, I'm surprised he didn't come sprinting to me to tell me.
Oh, no doubt. I'm surprised he didn't like Periscope it or something. Because
we both make, you know, we're both always talking shit about this guy.
Right.
Is, you know, it's for the pump.
Right.
That's the only reason he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's like living bro science life.
Oh man, which is hilarious, by the way. You should go check out Bro Science. But anyway,
yeah, those are some funny YouTubes.
Yeah, those are funny YouTubes. Anyway,
yeah. It's.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't believe I nailed that.
You did.
And you're right. I did get douche chills from it though. Like with those guys, it makes sense. You know, like the WWE guys, it makes sense because
it's part of the job. You gotta look like swole as fuck.
Right. They're trying to give up.
This guy's just walking through the building.
That's why I said I just picture him walking up to the women and, you know, like, hey, what's going on? And just finding all the ways he can to, you know, curl his arms and, you know.
It's, oh God. So bad.
So that should be you and Mike's new gimmick. Is that every time you guys talk to each other, you should do whatever you can to, like, you know, show off your biceps to one another, basically.
Oh, dude, it was nonstop today.
Okay, yeah, I figured so. Okay,
lots of like Mike's like, don't forget to do some calf raises.
Perfect.
You know, I'm talking about how we need a chin-up bar to hang from our door, and
because I was gonna say, I got a feeling this is gonna be a thing for us now. So, yeah.
It's just unreal.
Oh God, damn it. All right, people. If
like
you're listening,
I have no issue if you're home, and you get up in the morning, you drop down.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, like I said,
even at work.
Well, even at work, if you have some downtime and you want to get, you know, hit a few push-ups.
The clock.
Yeah, well, whatever. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to do calf raises at work. So when I was part of my physical therapy, they were like, "Hey, whenever you have an opportunity, if you're on an elevated surface, do them." And you know, the stand at Family Video. You know how the
Right.
platform was higher, you know,
Yeah.
so I could do that there. So it was much easier to do that because I could put one leg down and raise, you know, so
No.
I used to
I've-
do my
I've
physical
known this guy
therapy.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
He's not doing it because he has downtime to work out.
Right. I was doing it for my physical therapy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. All
And
right.
I mean, he's like, you know, I'm not shitting on him. If he's,
Hey, Art, don't lie.
I am.
Yeah. I mean, you're empty.
You're right. I am.
Dude, if I squoze you like an almost empty toothpaste, you couldn't shit on him more.
Yeah, okay. You're right. I am shitting on him. But I mean, I'll give him credit because, like I said, you can tell he's been working out.
Yeah.
But I also know he's an older guy, and I'm not. I mean, once you hit a certain age point, making gains is hard.
Oh, for sure.
So I don't know if he's ingesting like, you know, some sort of bull semen, or I don't know what's going on.
Hey, listen.
But he's making more gains than I would have thought for a guy his age. I'm just saying.
Stop hating, Tony.
Give me your secret.
It's all them push-ups. It's all them push-ups, bro.
All them push-ups.
All them push-ups. You gotta start dropping down and hitting 50 or, you know, 100 when you got the time.
Apparently.
You know? You gotta do them in that back room though.
Well, yeah.
That's the key right there. Key.
Oh, you mean the gym?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah, that'd be funny. Like, you haven't noticed this whole time. There's this like rickety sign above the doorway. It says gym.
I should make one.
You totally should.
Yeah, I should.
You should. And then
He's hanging up gym. Yeah. Put it above the door that goes in, like outside, where
Yeah.
you walk in to go into that room.
yes.
See if anyone notices.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, what a turd.
Oh man, good times. Oh man, you know, I don't know, man. I didn't think you could bring anything that was going to get to some of the stuff from last week. That one's pretty good though.
Pretty good.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Whew.
All right, that's enough of that.
I agree. Oh man, the chills.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, at least you did something to cool everybody down.
Oh, man. Wow.
Oh man. Whew. All right then.
So what else you got, Brian?
I really don't have anything else. That's it, man.
Really? I mean, I got to shut up and take money.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's where we're at.
Well, then.
So let's do it.
Shut up and take my money. Shut up and take my money.
This one, actually, I got to credit Green Up Gaming for this one.
Okay.
Our pal, Ryan, Tech Time Teddy, and of course, Clint.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little show called the Green Up Gaming Podcast.
Okay.
And do you remember, Brian? Do you recall, Brian? Do you? Yeah, of course you do. A couple weeks ago, when we were talking about Tiny NES,
I remember.
almost as cool as Tiny Rick.
I'm Tiny Rick. Yeah.
Okay. So, there is going to be a Sega version now.
Yeah, I saw that. That makes sense,
It's-
right?
It's almost better.
Really, I haven't seen a list of these games.
Well, here's the thing, Brian.
Okay.
Here's
All
the
right.
thing.
All right.
It's got a shitload of games. It's got 80 games.
Oh, that's a lot more games.
Yeah, 80 games, right?
Yep.
And some of them are hot garbage, let's be honest.
Well, there's gonna be. You know, there were hot garbage
Yeah, but-
games, in my opinion, on the others. So, whatever.
Yeah.
you know.
But I mean, Eternal Champions, I didn't remember that.
Oh, for sure, I remember that.
All
yeah.
the Mortal Kombats are on there. There's a bunch of Sonic. There's Shinobi. It's got some good stuff,
Okay. All right.
right?
Yep.
But what makes it almost better is it comes with not one, but 2 wireless controllers,
Oh, nice.
which is pretty sick,
That's awesome. Yeah.
right?
Oh, please tell me they're the 6-button ones.
They are the 6-button
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
They're badass as fuck. Okay, you got that. It also has, and this is badass, it has a cartridge slot. So if you have Genesis cartridges, you can plug it into it.
Oh, dude. That's
Right?
oof, man. That's a kick right in the dick to Nintendo.
It's a kick right in the dick.
Yeah.
And, well, they're also
I mean, it's
making
not
a-
really. It's just a cool thing on its own. But not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes Nintendo worse, because why wouldn't you want both of them? But anyway.
Exactly. And then they're also, they're making this, and they're making a portable handheld version of this. right?
Okay.
Now, the portable handheld version, of course, it's got the screen built in, 6 buttons. It's got an SD card slot.
Really?
Which means you can expand onto it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which also means, this is what got me, was, some motherfucker out there is going to hack that shit.
Yep.
And you can put whatever you want on it then.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
Through the SD card.
I was just thinking an emulator to where you could just have a ton of the games.
You want.
And I wasn't even thinking other shit. I was just thinking within the realms of Sega, but
Right,
I would assume you could probably branch past that even maybe if someone's good enough. But even if it was just Sega Genesis games and you ran some sort of emulator thingy in there, that would be awesome. Just, man, that cartridge thing is such an awesome deal.
The cartridge thing is really what I was like, whoa, that's a strong move.
It is. I wish I still had Sega games, but yeah, that's a very cool thing to have. How much, what's the price point, does it say?
It does not say.
See, that's the scary part. Because the Nintendo one at the price point it is, makes you wonder if the Sega one's going to be more.
It's got 80 games. It's probably going to be more.
That's what I'm thinking, because that feels like it's going to be more $100, $150 somewhere in that area,
Yeah.
But, damn, depending on the game select. Well, again, though, with the cartridge thing and whatnot, I mean, it gives you the option.
Yeah, because then, you could go like, I'm going to go pick up, I can't remember a Sweets Genesis game, but whatever. Pirates. We used to play Pirates all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just pick up Pirates off of eBay or something.
Right. I was going to say, although I have that for Xbox, but,
yeah, same here.
Does it have a list of all the games?
Yeah, there is a list. I just didn't want to.
No, it's fine. I'm just curious so I can look at it later.
Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Does it have Mutant League Hockey?
Does not.
But again, cartridge. Well, it depends on what the cartridges go for, but yeah. Because, some of those games get disgusting.
Because, there's people like us that love shit like that.
Yeah, because that is certainly a game if, I would want to. That's a game I miss playing.
Right?
Like, I would still throw down on that. Like, if you had that and, I'd be like, dude, we need to get down on a game of this. Or, 6, 7, 8, 10 games of this, whatever.
Let's see here. Mutant League Hockey used $72 here. That's football.
It's still worth it.
Football.
You know what? Like, I'm like, man, that's ridiculous. And then it's like, you know what? I would play that so much that would be worth that money as long as it works.
Yeah, the only one I found is that one.
Oof.
Everything else is football.
Yeah. That would be worth $70 though. Cause
that was just a quick Google search though, to be honest.
I have spent $60 on shitty games for current gen systems.
Yes.
That I've played for like 6 months and never touched again. You know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I spend $70 on a game that I absolutely makes me giggle like a maniac whenever I play it?
Brian.
Yeah. Yes, Tony. Opens a locker.
Although it's PC gaming, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But just Mutant League, hockey search I just did.
Yeah.
There's a website called letsplaysega.com. You can play Sega games online.
Oh, really? Well,
Mutant League Hockey, if a button that just says play game.
Tony, did you just bring back the Sight of the Week segment?
Oh, shit. Sight of the Week.
Oh, my God.
Apparently.
What was it called again? Letsplaysega.com?
Letsplaysega.com.
There you go. All right. Well, shit. And I could buy because they make USB controllers. So
this is true.
Maybe that's all I need to do.
Maybe.
If it's compatible.
There's been plenty of times I've thought about trying to just put together one of those little Raspberry Pi emulators, platforms.
Yeah.
Just to hook to my TV, because I would love to have some of the old school games we used to play.
The only thing that stinks is like in the world we live in now, because like part of what was great about playing like Mutant League Hockey was you and I playing it.
Right.
Like I played it a lot by myself, and I'm sure you did too.
Yeah.
But what was always so great was us playing it together, because it was so ridiculous. And unfortunately, we can't do that. It's like that's one thing I would miss about it. It'd be awesome if we could play. Well, I don't know if that site allows it or not, but you know what I mean? Like, it would be awesome if on like one of the newer systems or something, if there was a way we could.
I hear you. Yeah.
Or through that like Sega thing, if there was some sort of a networking option, to allow you to play co-op.
There is nothing better than playing couch co-op.
No. And that's one of the things I do miss that. As much as I appreciate the internet co-op, because it's opened up, it's great when, how many times it's allowed us to play when we wouldn't have been able to play stuff together, which is great, especially when we didn't live 2 houses apart anymore,
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, it's like, nothing was better than like playing No Mercy on the same couch, or whatever, and just laughing like maniacs as we're creating guys and doing all, it's just not the same, so
it's not the same at all.
Yeah. And not that we'd be doing it all the time, but it's still, it'd just be nice to have those options. And, it'd be great if you could kind of meld those worlds a little bit with some of those classic games a little bit. That's the step that I think is missing that I wish somebody would fix.
Right.
Give us the opportunity to play some of those really old games, and I know some of them do exist. I know some of the consoles do have like some of the really old games, like, or they've kind of redone them a little bit, like you could play Dr. Mario on, was it the Wii and the Wii U? I think it is, like from the Nintendo store. You could play on their thing, but it's just.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's, the ultimate goal is when you see, once again, emulators.
Yeah.
Is when you see those guys when they'll build an arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's got an emulator of every classic system in it. You just cycle through what you want to play.
Yep.
And then you just can stand next to each other like an arcade.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be the thing to have.
Yeah, you're right. That would be awesome.
Yeah, just a stand-up cabinet.
Right.
Joystick, 6 buttons.
That would be awesome. Couple bar stools, place to put our beers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
That way we don't get it on the, cabinet, of course.
Well, of course.
Because the more we drink, the more likely we are to get it on the cabinet.
Oh, for sure.
Like, oh boy. All right. Well, that's cool. So one thing led into a site of the week. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Haven't done that in a while, huh?
Nope. All right. So I guess it's, what do you call it? Cue the W time, isn't it? Man, I almost even said it. I almost even said the whole term. What the hell's wrong with me?
I know, right?
Ugh.
I'm trying to put together as a link here real quick. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. We're both just trying to do other things at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
It's going swimmingly.
Okay. Last week's QW. I don't think we got as much traction with this one.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. What is it something you do now that you shouldn't have to do? I think that's how I worded it. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And the examples we gave yours was that you use your hands for basically, to left and right.
Directional.
Yeah. And, the heck? And I used, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey concept, which is very similar, because I do that all the time, even though I know which way, or, is essentially clockwise and counterclockwise, but I still a lot of times will have to do that.
Right.
So
I got my wife, Jeannie. What she does is she puts her shoes in a heart shape.
Yeah.
Before she puts them on to make sure she's got the right shoes going on the right feet.
I've heard other people say that too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then from the Facebook, we only got one answer off Facebook. Our pal Big Dev.
Yeah.
From the last episode, The Enthusiast. He says, say the alphabet to figure out what letter's coming next.
Oh, that's a good one. So many people do that. Actually, if you listen sometimes, you'll hear people say that.
They'll do it under their breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, like real quick, like, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got on this end.
All right. On Twitter, we got a couple. We got one from Matt, who's at wolf_puncher. He said, I answer ridiculous Twitter surveys that don't lead to any personal gains. Oh, and masturbation. Can't forget. Shame on you.
Shame,
no.
Clang.
Yeah. And then Heno said, after riding my motorcycle, I look into turns while driving my car.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So that's funny. And then, excuse me. And then emails. I got, Fluffy Bunny Ash says, saying never eat shredded wheat to remember which way east and west are. I can't help but do it. I know my east and west, but if you ask me which way is east, I still say that in my head to make sure I'm right.
That's funny.
Yeah. Shoot, where's the other one? Here we go. And Cheeto Bandito sent in that he looks at his wrist like he's wearing a watch when checking to see what time it is. Puts, I haven't worn a watch in at least 5 years, but occasionally I will glance to see what time it is. And when I do this, I call it army time. Get it? Arm? Ugh. Yeah, I hate me too. It's fine. And he also says, sorry for emailing Daft Pod. You guys know you're the ones for me. Wait, what?
That's hilarious.
Yes. So, yeah, thank you for the email, sir.
Exactly.
And we know we're first in everyone's hearts.
Number one in hearts and millions.
And groins. That's why you make a number one in your pants. Wait, that didn't sound right.
No, it didn't. As long as it's not a toes to the floor, I don't care where you make it.
Right? So yeah, that's what we got for the responses.
Well, this is one, and I can't remember if we said this on the show last week or if we did it during the pre-gaming, but this is one we came up with last week.
Okay.
That we already did in the beginning of the show. Kinda.
Okay.
We did the complete opposite of it, actually, when I think about it.
Okay.
Because we took a kids movie and recast it with adults.
Okay. Oh, right.
I want to know what movie would you recast with kids?
You know, it's funny because, like, the first thing I want to do is think of, like, the most horrible graphic movie possible and just be like, that,
naturally,
you know, or, you know, just to be the worst person on the planet and be like Debbie Does Dallas or something like that. Yeah, right. So clearly those aren't, you know, that one's not going to be my answer because that's horrible.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more like, I was trying to think of this though. Like, what would be, could you just do the inverse of big and call it small?
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's already been done where an adult was in a kid's body though.
I think so. I think they've done every version of something like that they could possibly do by now.
Man, I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of funny to see an action movie. Like, you know,
right.
Where they're all kids, like, you know,
all kids.
Like Fight Club, you know, it just would be really funny if they're all kids, you know, seeing one kid call the other kid.
Playgrounds and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. You know, actually that would work. You're right. Different playgrounds. They don't tell their parents about the club and
right.
And again, in my head, I'm not thinking like teenagers. I'm thinking like 6-year-olds. Yeah. I'm thinking really little kids. Which is even worse. He's got an imaginary friend. This all fits really well, actually.
It does actually.
Okay,
Fight Club.
Out. Fight Club's my answer because otherwise it's going to be like American History X. So yeah,
I like it.
I'm going to go with something really twisted otherwise. So yeah, Fight Club.
And actually, like you said, with the imaginary friend and all that, it actually kind of works.
Yeah. So that's going to be my answer.
The one I wanted to see wouldn't work at all. I just want to see it. I'm picking Scarface.
Oh yeah, for sure. We kind of talked about that, didn't we?
I don't know.
I think that's the movie we were talking about. Actually,
was it? Maybe I need to change my answer then.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, shit.
Sorry.
Well,
I mean,
piss
no,
all over me.
No, of course we weren't. Why would we? I mean,
all right. Well, if not Scarface, then.
I mean, the whole Godfather trilogy with kids would be great.
That would be entertaining too.
Horribly violent. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to shit all over your.
Now you straight derailed me, Brian.
Sorry, I'll do that
That's
sometimes.
All right. It's okay. It's all right. How about something like maybe like Alien?
No,
but with the family's new dog.
Oh, okay. I was going to say no. I was just picturing you were going to leave the alien as is, basically.
Well, I kind of want to do that too,
which would be terrifying.
I mean, if we're actually kidifying it.
Oh no, I'm not necessarily. You don't have to kidify the movie if you don't want to.
Then just Alien.
I just did it in Fight Club because it works.
Yeah,
like you literally
or maybe Aliens, so I can see a kid in a power suit.
Yeah, true.
Just fucking up a queen.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Jaws wouldn't be bad either.
That would be so funny. It'd just be great with any movie where they have to call in experts, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
You know, like even Jurassic Park, you know,
Right.
like, you know, like, this is a, you know, blah, 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 Dr. Ian Malcolm. And it's just a little kid with like a spit curl and the big glasses.
Girl with,
Yeah.
the tinted big glasses.
Yeah.
Talking about chaos theory.
Right. Like,
He's like, you know, like taking milk out of his bottle and dribbling it down her hand.
Yep, exactly. It just works for me.
It all works. It's all fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm in on this, you know, or, you know, that's why I said in my head, all these twisted type movies like Sid and Nancy keeps coming up, or like Natural Born Killers would be awesome.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, exactly. Like those are the kind of movies that keep popping in my head, or the ones that would be really messed up, or Reservoir Dogs, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of where my brain was going too, was these awful movies.
Right? And then I was like, I really don't want to necessarily, and Fight Club was bad enough, but again, you know, Fight Club, you know, when we, soften it a tad, it still works as Fight Club, but it also works as, you know, a movie with kids in it.
Right, which is weird.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really weird, actually. It almost kind of feels, it's so odd because it goes from being like a jarring movie to like going, you know, this actually, yeah. Like, it kind of fits. Like, I don't know, man. There's some of it obviously that still won't work, but.
Well, yeah. But all in all.
There's a lot of Fight Club that fits as like, not like little kids, but like a little older. You could see, you know, a kid getting kind of bullied and then being part of a club that kids get into fights at school, but they don't want to tell their parents and they hide it.
And I've seen kids these days. You could definitely have bitch tits.
Right? Yeah, bitch tits makes sense. To call another kid bitch tits perfectly fits. Having an imaginary friend, I mean, it, you know, the graphic sex scenes is a little weird, but, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
That's where it goes sideways a little bit.
So we'd have to rework some of it, but, you know.
Yeah. And he just beats the piss out of Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I wanted to destroy something beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe we just have Jared Leto become like a stuffed animal or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe we just, you know, still let him get beat up for what he's, you know, for the Joker thing. Anyway, moving on.
Probably a better option.
Nah, I'm kidding. I just wanted to.
But yeah, so recast a movie as a kid's movie.
Right. And again.
Show me what you got.
Nope. Fair enough. Also, if you send it in to us, we want to know, you know, if you make it more of a, like my Fight Club thing, explain it a little bit, you know.
Yes, please.
Because we always like to hear people's thinking about why they chose what they chose as well.
Get your explanation on.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good time for everyone involved, I believe.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. That's it, man. I got nothing else.
I think that's a wrap then, my friend.
What? All right. Well, this is going to be for us, an extremely short show. That'll teach us.
About an hour and a half or so?
Yeah, $1.38 right now.
It ain't bad.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, it ain't bad at all.
Yeah, hitting it and quitting it this week.
Boom.
It's all right. We had a few long ones there, so, you know, we'll go easy on you this week so you can walk easy. So
perfect, right?
Yeah. Wait till next time, though. No. So I guess, we'll, you know, as always, point you to saltylanguage.com, where you can find, you know, all the links to things from us and videos and past episodes and all that kind of whatnot. All of our social media links are there. If you want to follow us on the Snapchat, even though we mentioned it here, Tony posted the, convenient snap codes on there.
Indeed.
So you can just, you know, take the quick pics of that and all of a sudden you're our pals.
Boom.
And then we can block you. I'm sorry.
Good chance.
Yeah. if you're going to be doing any shopping on Amazon, please swing by saltylanguage.com first. Click the Amazon banner and then shop away as normal. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And, you know, they throw us a penny or so every 6 or 7 years. And
Indeed. It's really accurate.
It just helps us out a little bit. If you'd like to help the show in another way, you could become a Patreon subscriber. There's a link for that on the site. I think it's right under the Amazon one, isn't it? Or right around on the right hand side.
I believe so. It's in the same neighborhood.
It's right there on the right hand side, and it's pretty obvious. Although I will say this, if you have an ad blocker enabled on your, like if you're on your laptop, if you have an ad blocker enabled, it might block the thing. So
This is true.
If you don't see it, let us know. We can provide you a link, or just disable your ad blocker for our website.
Right.
I do forget to mention that from time to time. So yeah. Also on our site at the bottom, you'll see the networks that we're mostly proud to be part of. So I kid. The Pod Gods Network, Tangent Bound Network, Wicked Radio Network. We're on the Geek Life Radio thingy jigger or whatnot. And also,
Danger! Watch your back! Danger!
Entertainment. Man, I love that we have that sound drop back.
I know, right?
It's
I
so
really
good.
miss Mystical.
It really
Is he still in jail?
Probably, I don't know. That sound drop's like that, kind of like the happy ending of the show, though.
Right?
You know, it's like you just build up the whole time, and that's like the finish. So
Exactly.
yeah. Right. So if you want to follow us on the social medias, or, you know, send in your Q of the W. One last thing, if you do a Q of the W, please hashtag it Q of the W, especially on Twitter, so that it's easier for us to find, so it doesn't get lost, or whatever, because there's been incidents in the past where, you know.
We just, it just gets lost in the mix.
Yeah. So please do that. Yeah, if you want to follow us on, good.
As I say, I'll just have you know, Mystical is out of jail and he's touring right now. He'll be in Detroit at the end of October.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Or
we can go get Danger Entertainment live cut.
that'd be awesome.
I'm sure he'd be willing to.
That'd be so awesome to have done, though, right?
It would be.
If he was coming to town, I mean.
Yeah, maybe.
Be so awesome. Be like, can we get you to say Danger real quick?
But just Danger Entertainment.
Like, why? Like, nah, just do it. Come on.
Just
It'll be funny.
It. Come on.
It'll be funny. Come on. I'll give you $10.
Like, oh, all right.
Yeah, hey, our
$10?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Our buddy has a thing called Danger Entertainment. Would you say it for us real quick? Yeah, if you want to follow us on social media, you can check us out on the Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
I am at Monotony. And I guess at salty_language on the Snapchat.
Yeah, I guess you can find me at Ninjitsu, because some other jerk already had Stunami.
Fucking motherfucker.
It is, too. Every time, too, it's some young dude. It's some 20-year-old who's, you know, and it's like, man.
Clearly a douche.
They should just let me have it, because every time that I look it up, I'm always the oldest motherfucker that uses it.
out of respect, Brian.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Yeah. It's like, I've been using that since AOL was the cool emails. So
yeah, do you remember when you had to have a disc that had like 94 free hours?
You mean like when You've Got Mail came out and I threw a bunch of them up on top of a building? I sure do,
yep.
Tony.
That was when Stunami was rocking.
It was. You are correct.
Back when you had to clock your internet hours.
Oh my God, you're so right. It's true.
You whippersnappers, give that name up.
It's true. It's true. I had a guy. Did I ever tell you about that? That I had a guy contact me on Twitter, asking me to let him use Stunami.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I've been using this since like 96.
I had someone hit me up for Monotony a long time ago.
Yeah. And
I went, No.
Yeah, because it's a great name.
Yeah, because I couldn't believe it was available.
That's why, like with me, it's like it's not even my preferred username. I actually prefer Ninjitsu. I think it's a better name, but right. I've been using Stunami for so long now that it's like my default. And the guy was like, yeah, he's like, he's like, oh, you should let me use blah, blah, blah. All my friends call me blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I've been using this for 20 years now. But I was like, I've been using this for so long. And he was like, really? He's like, yeah. And he said something. He's like 22. I'm like, I've been using this almost as long as you've been alive, Yeah,
like, hey, buddy, I should let you use this. You should suck my dick.
Like,
go fuck yourself.
Go do some push-ups in the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway,
I'll say you bother me, boy. Get on out of here.
Yeah, that's about what it was too. It certainly was. Oh man. Let's see, where was I? Where were we at there? Oh, we were on the Snapchats.
Yes.
Is there any other? If you're on Facebook and you want to follow us, it's Salty Language. Same on YouTube's, right? Salty Language Pod on YouTube.
Salty Language Pod on YouTube.
Yeah, go check that out. Tony's put up a bunch of best ofs that are good time fun for all ages. Not for all ages.
No, not at all for all ages. And maybe our episodes might be dropping there soon too.
Yeah, we'll see how that works
on the
out.
reg. I mean, we did for a little while, but
yeah, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah.
Also, go check out, there's a link on the website for, the other podcast I'm on, The Crazy Life, with, Heno and Jen and me, and, where we talk about mental health and mental illness. Again, that one's a little more, cleaner and such, but, the topics are a little lighter than this show.
Right.
Wait, no, heavier than this show.
That's what we meant to say.
Yeah. So, but yeah, please go check that out because that's, we have a lot of fun doing that show, but it's also a really good journey, type of show. Not Journey as in the band, but like
Don't Stop Believing, though.
But more like Kung Fu the Legend Continues journey.
Nice. Good call.
Right?
Walk the earth.
That's right. And, I don't know. I think that's it. We got anything else to plug?
That's it, man.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here then. I guess until next time, I've been Brian.
Whoa. I've been Tony.
So have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty.
And don't forget to do your push-ups.
Oh, yeah.
Get your roller on.
Get them gains.
Gotta get them gains.
Get them softballs in your arms.
So
what are these grapefruits? No, those are mussels.
You wouldn't know what they look like.